Make sure you guys have a cool body of water to jump into because we have some smoke coming down the pipe here at Crossroad Cues. These beautiful custom cues that are extremely unique, made by various different cue makers, will be hitting a website near you, so stay tuned. We are constantly loading inventory on a daily basis. You guys know that we do the best that we can to keep our website updated, and we try to bring you only the best of the best from various different cue makers. Take a peek at this. One of my very favorite wood combinations right here. This is a Richard Sue. You do not see these come up very often. Richard, of course, the man famously known not only for his masterful cue making, but those extremely sought after shafts that we all love, at least I do. Shout out to Richard Sue. This is a 12 point. Those are tulip wood points going into ebony, and then you have a lot of copper work. I love the way copper looks when they couple it with ebony, and in this case, tulip wood. Very, very clean cue right here. Just came out of a high-end cue collection, a private collection. I believe, based on what I'm seeing down here at the bottom of that pin, this looks to be a solid uncored ebony cue right there. And that would explain the super solid hit. Butt weight on this one's coming up a little over 16. Nice forward balance on it. Look at that right there. Signed by Richard Sue. Copper inlays inside of those leaves. Call them clovers or clover leaves inside of the points. Then you have copper inside of the tulip clover leaves right there at the top of each point. What a beauty this is right here. The ferrules on the shafts are made out of camel bone. You've got a tsunami shaft. That's one of those shafts that I was telling you about that Richard is extremely well known for. All of us that love those shafts know that you have to wait a really long time to get your hands on one, and it's worth every moment. What a beautiful cue this is. And then you've got the copper rings, of course, too. I want to touch on a little bit of everything here. We will do our best to get them on the website. If anybody wants to be an early bird and grab one or two or three or just buy them all, if you buy them all, we'll give you free shipping. How's that? There you go. You guys know that we don't do free shipping, but we do ship first class. We only ship with full insurance, usually through UPS, either second day air or overnight if you choose to upgrade. And we pack everything snug as a bug on a rug. Check out this right here. I have not seen the likes of one similar to this before. This is made by the man, the myth, and the legend. Let's see if anybody knows what this is. If you haven't peeked at the post, look at that right there. You can tell by that pin. This is a monster Mike Bender from Alaska. That is a natural white joint, natural white inlays. The butt cap is natural along with the inlays. This is curly purple heart going into ebony. If you don't have a Bender in your collection, this is a must right here. Mike is one of the greatest cue makers by far in the universe. That's a fact, Jack. Mike is also a master level machinist. He has helped a lot of people set up their machinery. I know he worked with Joe Gold at Cognoscente. Got one of those on the table as well too. Mike is originally from Chicago. Look at the points though. The points are so straight it looks like they're a razor blade. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Got that Zamboni type colors in there with the orange and the green and the natural and the black. But curly purple heart. Wow. That's all I can say about that Bender. I love it that he gives you a full-size handle. Got the black Liz wrap right there. That is a must if you don't have one in your collection. A Richard Sue is the same way because you just don't see them. I'm going to move over here, give you a sneak peek at what that is. Then I'm going to jump all the way back over here. This one is currently on the website in a group post from my main man, Mr. Ariel Carmeli. This is a monster right here too. All natural white. You got snake wood, abalone. Look at this. This one's on the website in a group post. I'm going to be posting it individually. Natural white joint. Look at that. perfectly straight, really super clean cue, nice tight form fit, leather wrap. This Carmeli is up in the mid 6,000s. I believe it's 64.75. You can take the Richard Sue right here. Even though these do not come up, I'm going to do that one at $57.50 plus shipping plus fees. The Bender I'm going to do just under 6,000. That's a monster for under 6,000 right there. That cue could easily sell for a lot more with the woods, with the materials. No trades. The price is the price. If you want it, just hit me up and say I do, and we'll work out the rest. Cognoscente right here. Look at this. From our good friend, Mr. Joe Gold in Chicago. I'll tell you what, I've had a run of these come through lately from collections, and they just don't show up for sale very often. I've got several in my personal collection. This is a keeper right here. Very clean. You've got real ebony, real Gaboon ebony on the front and the back. You got the natural white inlays with silver. There's that famous Cog G10 style pin right there. Very clean, very good playing cue. I attached one of my shafts to that cue. I hit some balls. Very good player. We're going to do that one just under 5,000. The other one that we sold in that price range sold extremely fast. And then I've got, of course, over here, a cue from a man that needs no formal introduction. He's got the same initials as me, by the way. I love it. Look at that. EP in the house. Wish I could make cues like this guy could. Holy smokes. These are some of the hardest cues to get your hands on. It is always an honor and a privilege. That is an Ed Prewitt custom cue, brand new, unchalked, unplayed. Some people have been waiting 6 and 7, and I've heard up to 8 years to get their hands on one. Look at that. He is the man that I believe first came out with these unbelievably gorgeous rings right here. Often imitated, never duplicated. Ed Prewitt, look at that right there. That's got the power shell, also known as abalone, with those big, huge, thick pieces of double silver trim on each side. That's got the EP joint cap on it. Highly, highly figured stained bird's eye maple. Really nice. Looks like a cognac possibly on this leather wrap. And then you've got the rings, of course, at all positions. This is what they call a 5-ringer. Look at that right there. There it is. This one comes with the carbon fiber and the maple. We sold another one extremely fast with only maple. We're going to do this one in the same price point, just under 5,000. So you can take the Prewitt, the Cog. You're under 6,000 on these monsters right here, and then your mid 6,000s on the Carmeli loaded up. I believe that's a one-of-a-kind cue as well. Hey, check us out at crossroadcues.com. We have a lot more where these came from. If you don't see something that you like on the website, just stay tuned. They're coming in on a daily basis, and we are constantly shipping cues out all over the country and the world. Feel free to check out our reviews at crossroadcues.com, or you can check our reviews on Google or any one of the platforms, not our platforms. Look at any third party or anywhere on social media, and you'll find nothing but great reviews, because we do what we say what we do, and we try to do everything first class. If you have cues to sell, this is the place that you want to get your cues on display. They're not doing you any good inside of your case or your closet, or hopefully not your trunk of your car. That's a whole nother subject. Don't do it. Don't do it. But if you got cues that you want to sell, you need to get with people that are doing business all the time. We do this 24/7. We don't just sell cues in the winter, the fall, the spring. We sell cues in the summer. We take what we do really serious. And we've got a big, big, big following of happy clients all over the world. Thanks for taking a peek. If you have any further questions, hit me up on that number. You can call the number or text us on the number on the post, or there is a contact form on the website, crossroadcues.com. Smoke coming down the pipe, baby.